to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Panther first down.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Davis last week, 16 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Moore and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
DJ Moore.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion, nothing on EA Sports.
7. Falcons, nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
DJ Moore.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs. And
he's going to ball his way in.
Touchdown.
Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying to wonder, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
At the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Stephen Weatherly picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On the play.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that late. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns Barnes. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touch. Down. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Matt Ryan, sack.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Number 21.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of it. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A gain of 40.
A big play there just before halftime. time, and even 40 yards. Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Ryan.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. This one caught by Ridley. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper.
Okay, baby, come on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided